Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Baking and Buttercream. Today we're traveling down to the French Quarter of New Orleans by making these delicious beignets. So let's take a break and bake. The ingredients you need are 3 3/4 cup to 4 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of water, that is 110 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit, half a cup of evaporated milk, a third cup of sugar, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 packet or 7 grams of active dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. For decoration you need powdered sugar. These beignets are super easy to make. We're going to start off by taking a large bowl and adding our water and yeast. Now just mix this, and once that's all mixed, go ahead and let it rest for 5 minutes. During these 5 minutes, the yeast will be activated and start to foam, and you want it to look like this nice and foamy mixture when it's all done after the 5 minutes. You're just going to go ahead and lightly mix it while adding in your evaporated milk, sugar, salt, egg, and vanilla extract. Once that is all mixed, go ahead and put your whisk to the side and add in half of your flour and mix that again until it's well combined. Pour in your melted butter and mix that in as well. So now we should have about 2 cups of flour left, and we're just going to slowly add that to our mixture, because depending on the humidity and all these other factors, you might not need as much flour, so we don't want to add too much to the dough. So slowly adding flour, you just want to continue to mix it. Once it looks like it doesn't need any more flour, go ahead and turn it onto a clean surface. Now you're just going to go ahead and start to knead it and make sure that the dough is all well combined and together. If more flour is needed, add more flour, because you don't want a sticky dough. You want it to be nice and smooth. Once I got my dough nice and smooth, I went ahead and took a spatula that I usually decorate cakes with just to clean off the counter. If you have a bench scraper, use the bench scraper. That way you can easily get off all the dough on the counter. Put that dough into a cleaned large glass bowl. I'm using the same bowl that I mixed everything in. I just went ahead and cleaned it, and then I greased it. I put some oil at the bottom and took some paper towels and just wiped it all around. That way the whole bowl was covered in vegetable oil. Go ahead and put your little dough ball at the bottom, and then after you put it at the bottom, you want to flip the dough ball. That way all the sides are covered in oil. Now cover it with a little towel and put it in a warm place. That way it can set for 2 hours. After those 2 hours, it should have doubled in size. If it hasn't doubled in size in 2 hours, then go ahead and let it continue to rest until it has. While that's resting, I just want to ask you guys to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed these delicious recipes. So please do that and comment down below on another dessert that you would like me to make in the future. So now that the dough is all done resting, you can go ahead and get out some of your anger by lightly punching the dough to get rid of any large air bubbles. You don't want to punch it hard, just enough to get out those air bubbles. So now go ahead and flour your surface and turn the bowl upside down. That way your dough falls out onto the floured surface. And you want to go ahead and roll it to be 1/4 of an inch thick. After that, go ahead and take a square cookie cutter and cut out your beignets. Once they're all cut out, you want to transfer them over to a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and then cover them again with a towel and let those sit for 10 minutes. While those are sitting, you want to go ahead and get your oil ready. You want the oil to reach 350 degrees to 360 degrees Fahrenheit for frying, and it's just a good frying temperature for these beignets. So once the oil has reached that good frying temperature and your beignets have set for 10 minutes after you've cut them, it's time to go frying. So just put them into the oil. You don't want to crowd the pan. If your pan's not large enough, only do 1 or 2 at a time, because you don't really want them to touch while they're frying. You know that it's time to flip the beignets whenever it's golden brown on the other side. Flip them until it's golden brown on that side too, and then take them out and put them onto a plate with paper towels. You want that way the paper towels suck out any of the oil that's been left in there because you don't want a soggy beignet. After that, you want to go ahead and put it on a plate and cover it in lots of delicious powdered sugar. This is completely optional, but you could put honey or maple syrup on top of your beignets and then cover them in powdered sugar. It's just so good and so simple and definitely worth the extra step. Thank you so much for watching this video of baking a buttercream. I really hope that you have enjoyed. Click one of the two videos right here. The top one YouTube recommends. I recommend this bottom one, and then click the baking a buttercream icon over here to subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, have a great day.